thing. Gman Fishing. I don't know why the fish aren't biting today. It is what it is. I don't remember the last time I ever went sturgeon fishing and got skunked. But so far it's been a no-go. So here we are, putting on a live stream for y'all once again. Yeah, go get them. I forgot to put my speaker and everything on. Should I put that on? Can you guys hear me just fine? Oh, well, let's go ahead and connect it up anyways, just in case. Okay, there we go. You guys should be able to hear me fairly decently, I think. I got the microphone hooked up and everything. So hopefully you guys are going to be able to hear me pretty good. Don't know if we're going to catch anything. Go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, y'all. Come on, fishes. Cooperate with us today. We don't want to be skunked. Just moving my bait a little bit. That wasn't a bite, y'all. I didn't want you guys to get too overly excited. I was just moving my... What I do when I fishing is I'll throw it out there, let it set for a little bit, take a few cranks on the handle of the reel, and keep on fishing instead of reeling it and throwing it back out there. I already fished out there. I ain't got a bite, so why not just crank a few cranks on the reel and keep on fishing? Give you more opportunities and more time to catch fish. If you're just throwing it out there, letting it set for 20 minutes and then reeling it in and throwing it back out there in the same spot, not really as effective as in when you throw it out there. You ain't got a bite. Here, let me do this. Okay, so you throw it out there. Now, if you're bombing it, you're gonna have a lot longer fish time. So you bomb it way out there, then you slow crank it. A couple cranks after about 10, 15, 20 minutes. Crank it in a few cranks, let it set. Let it set for another 15, 20 minutes. Crank a few cranks, let it set. Because then you're fishing. Hi, how you doing? Matthew Stratton. And so what that's doing is it gives you more fish time and you're covering more area by doing that. If you're throwing it out there and cranking her in, you're missing out on fish. Just because you're not getting a bite where you landed at and let it hit the bottom, don't mean that you shouldn't just take a few cranks on the handle and let it set instead of just cranking her in and tossing her way back out there again. Because you're covering more water by doing that. Gives you more opportunity to catch more fish. Now, just because I haven't caught nothing this weekend doesn't mean I'm not being efficient with my fishing. It just means I'm not catching any fish. I've had 5 bites. They were all yesterday and I didn't catch anything. So far I've been skunked on this trip. Maybe another day of skunk. I don't know. I'm only going to fish until probably noon or so. I'm not going to fish very long today because I got to go back home. It is a good way to get snagged. I agree with you on that. But it's also a good way to increase your chances of catching more fish. So, do I want to catch more fish? Yeah, I do. So, basically what I'm using today is pickled squid. Yeah, hit that comment, like, subscribe button, please, if you would. Just because we don't catch fish today, doesn't mean you can't go back to look at all my 600 videos and see that I do catch fish. Well, I don't think it's 600 videos, but it's over 500 that I've got out. So, yeah. I really don't necessarily like live streaming when I'm not catching fish, but that's live streaming for you. It's live, it's real, and it's actually what's happening at the time when I'm live streaming. So, you guys, be patient. Hopefully we're going to catch something. Yeah, I'd like to go to Lake Erie. That would be fun. That would be fun. Lake Erie. Dreams, I'm telling you, those places are what dreams are made of. At least that's what YouTube and fishing videos make it out to be, you know. Can I dance? There. You happy now? Yeah, lots of fish, Lake Erie. Yeah, that's what I hear. You guys got what? Walleyes, you got catfish, you got perch, you got bluegill, you got bass, right? All them different species. But your condolences, why? Because the Chiefs lost? Hey, that ain't no biggie, you know. You win some, you lose some. So that's just fishing for, or that's just football for you, you know. We've had one of the greatest 7-year runs of any NFL franchises in history. So I'm not going to complain at all. Anywho, back to comments. Muskie, I've never caught a muskie. Now in Missouri where I grew up, which is why I'm wearing a Kansas City hat, they had muskies, but I never caught one for some reason. Don't know why. White bass in Missouri, I caught them too. And you're probably talking about Lake Erie, about them white bass and the muskie, yeah. They got a lot of fish in Lake Erie. Because I record videos, and so I've been recording all weekend, trying to get some magical footage for you guys of catching some fish. And well, so far all I've done is soak bait all weekend, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I have had bites, I just have not landed or hooked anything. Thank you. I like being a sportsman too. That's always fun, just catching, releasing, and having a good time, you know. Yo, what's up, Bill Owens? Sandusky Bay. What's that? Is that? Never heard of that place. So, but yeah, just remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, y'all. Hopefully we're going to catch a fish for you guys, and you'll get to see what a beautiful dinosaur looks like. Oh, Lake Erie. Okay, I got you. I fished in Oregon, California, and I fished in Missouri. Those are the places Oklahoma as well. Those are the only states I fished in. So I fished in 4 different states. What's your guys' favorite fish to fish for? Let me know in the comments below. Mine is the stillhead. Then it's crappie and bluegill and catfish and sturgeon. Those 4 are tied for second place. But my favorite is the stillhead. Panama City, Florida. Wow. Pretty good fishing there. Y'all, thanks for joining me on this Sunday morning. I was going to say Saturday, but Saturday was yesterday. I don't know, you know. Long days like this when you're not catching any fish and you're just soaking bait, moving spots, trying different areas and stuff like that. Days kind of get collapsed and mixed together and stuff like that, so. Boy, them trains are busy today. Yeah, I've done a lot more freshwater fishing than I have saltwater fishing. It's been about 10 minutes since I moved my thing, so I'm gonna move it again. Yeah, I hear Florida is really one of them sportsman's paradise places if you like to fish, because you got the fresh water, you got the salt water, you got lakes, you got rivers. So yeah, I hear Florida's quite the place to fish, just like Michigan, or well, the Great Lakes areas, I guess, is what I'm saying there. But yeah, I dream of going to Florida. I want to go fish the Everglades. That seems like it'd be really fun. The Everglades and Lake Okeechobee. I hear Lake Okeechobee's got them massive largemouth bass in there. I mean, that'd be a trip and a half. Brim, oh yeah. I like to catch me some brim. I hear they got the tilapia and the cichlids, or however you say it, in Florida. Peacock bass. Pacu, I think is what they called. Where they got the human-like teeth. Definitely want to go see some gators. That would be a highlight of a trip, just to see a gator. I've seen gators in person before, but never any wild ones. So that I think that would be kind of cool to see a wild gator. Somebody was saying that they caught 63 walleyes out of the Columbia River the other day. I've yet to catch a walleye out of the Columbia River. I know they got some big ones here. I've seen some skeletons of some big walleye. I don't care much for eating walleye. I don't know why. A lot of people love walleye, but I'm one of them. I guess one of them rare ones that don't care for it too much. Starting to rain on me, but that ain't gonna hurt nothing, I don't think. See, if you see the water, you can see it hitting the water pretty good. Maybe I picked the wrong time to live stream because it's starting to rain. Oh well, that's fishing for you, you know. Come on, fishes, start biting so we can get some people watching this live stream. People like to watch live streams that when you're catching, not when you're just talking. I really do appreciate you guys joining me today, even if I'm not catching anything. Late May, huh? Man, I've already got my vacation spent this year. So I don't think I'll be going to Michigan this year. Well, I think Lake Erie's in Michigan, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be. Ohio? Hello, how you doing? Huh, it's in Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I dream of being able to travel and doing all these different things. Right now, I'm still just a small-time YouTuber. I'm not making buku bucks yet, so who knows if I'll ever make buku bucks off of this. But I mean, I've been persistent enough, and I've been fishing for long enough, you know. Maybe someday it'll happen. Do they have salmon in Lake Erie? I can't recall. Coho? Okay, yeah. So, yeah. And I was right by thinking they had them in there. I'm glad you guys are sticking with me for not catching any fish. I appreciate that. Steelhead trout. Oh, I love steelhead. They are by far my favorite Oregon fish to catch. The steelhead. Then my second favorite Oregon fish would have to be the sturgeon, and then it'd be the catfish, crappie, and bluegill. But if I had to pick a second, it'd be sturgeon, catfish, bluegill, and crappies. No doubt tied for second. But if we're talking about just Oregon in general, yeah, this is about the time steelhead usually like to run, when it's cold and dreary and everything else. But definitely steelhead's my number one, and it's tied for everything else. But if we're talking about just Oregon, first is steelhead and a sturgeon. So, love catching me some catfish. Through the ice? Really? Wow. We just done a couple ice fishing videos here in Oregon. The last 2 weekends we done some ice fishing. Caught some really nice trout through the ice. Might go check that out. You guys should go check out, hey, what's going on? Sky Blue Fishing. Yeah. I didn't get to do any coastal steelheading this year. Yeah, I didn't get to do any of that this year. Just mostly because I started a new job. So, I just felt like I didn't have the time to go over there. I feel like because when I don't have the time to put in there, I feel like sometimes it's a waste of time. We got a barge coming through here. Maybe they'll make the fish start biting. That'd be nice. I got all this fog in here and rain today. Sun's even poking out even though it's raining and foggy. Kind of crazy how that happens. Green salmon sacks for bait, huh? Is that where you take the salmon eggs and you roll it in a sack and then just kind of barely pierce it? Yeah, I agree with you. It does look way different than the Pacific Northwest. It seems like they're fishing some pretty small creeks when they're fishing steelhead there in the Great Lakes area. Yeah, this Pacific Northwest is a great fishery, though. I mean, it truly is a great fishery. I've yet to fish Washington State, but I'm going to get there eventually. Fishing Washington State. I also want to fish Nevada and Idaho, California more. And I definitely, if I get a chance to this year, I want to catch a sturgeon off my kayak. That would be fun. thanks for liking, you guys, and commenting. That makes these slow days, you know, more manageable than just sitting here doing a whole lot of nothing. Make sure you guys subscribe too if you haven't already. I know it's kind of a slow day and I'm not catching any fish, but you know, I appreciate you guys and always thankful for everybody who joins in. Hey, Ron. Yeah, Ron. Whenever you here, let me do this. Ron, when you join in, you're not seeing nothing. Either you're seeing me, you're seeing the fishing pole doing absolutely what it's supposed to be doing, or you're seeing the water, you know, go by or whatever. Or you see a nice big barge go by with and all the fog, and you can barely see it. But you're not seeing nothing. You're seeing something, man. Even if it's not a fish. Come on now. I just have to clarify that. You're not just seeing nothing. You're seeing something. Thanks for joining us, Ron. I appreciate that, man. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with other folks. So maybe they'll come watch the channel and help us grow, help us get to where we need to get to. There goes my daughter texting me. I'm busy live streaming instead of texting her, so she'll have to wait until after the live stream. And then I'll text her back. So. I see you watched the short feed I put out from yesterday. I have no control over the air show, man. Sorry. I like that, man. At least somebody's watching the content I'm putting out. Right on. Yes. Here comes the waves from the barge. Now you guys are rocking lullaby. Go to sleep. Rest your head. Live stream YouTube. Sorry. Just being a little funny there. Trying to make you guys laugh a little bit. But we are rocking. It's kind of like a little rocking bed, you know, crib, you know. You put a little baby in and then it goes rocks and puts them to sleep. Yeah, there you go. Little fish, cooperate with us. Yeah, we're going to do another sturgeon trip later on this year. Probably April, maybe May. We'll do another sturgeon fishing trip, and hopefully it'll be better than this one. Well, in my opinion, there's been nothing wrong with this trip. It's been a really good trip. The fishing has been phenomenal. It's the catching that's the problem. We ain't been catching none. That boring, huh? I'm sorry. Oh, is it the rocking of the waves? What? The waves will rock you to sleep. Yeah. Too enjoyable, you guys. Too enjoyable. Yeah, I thought it was the rocking. What's up, David? Good morning. How you doing, man? See, all you older subscribers and been watching the channel for a long time, and you guys just join me even though I'm not doing no good. I appreciate that. That means that means you guys must be enjoying something. Even if it's a whole lot of just watching a rod sit there. A submarine? I don't know. Maybe. You just never know. Maybe the submarine show will come to town. Maybe. I really do wish the fish was biting a little bit better today, but that's the thing about fishing in February for sturgeon. It's hit or miss. I talked to plenty of people while I'm out here, and they're like, oh, wait until it gets up to about 40 degrees, you know. And that's true. They do get a little more active. But I've come out here in February and, you know, caught a lot of them in February. And then there's days like yesterday and today to where you're just not doing very well at all. So... yes, I've caught in paddle fishing when I was growing up in Missouri. Those big old filter feeders, they got that long paddle for a snout, and they swim around and they detect that plankton or whatever those microorganisms. So I'm not trying to be funny, but I hope you guys get a good laugh out of my demonstration. And so they swim with that paddle like that, and they got that big old mouth they got. I mean, their mouth is like half their body. And then they go, and they suck in all that plankton and stuff like that. But paddlefish are very beautiful and unique fish. They actually remind me of a shark without all the teeth, and they got a big old paddle on the end of their nose. In Missouri, where I grew up, we call them a spoonbill, and they're the same thing, American paddlefish or spoonbill. So. We just call them a spoonbill in Missouri. But yes, very beautiful, very unique looking fish. Next time I go back to Missouri, I hope to catch one for you guys on YouTube. Oh, the impression of the mouth of the paddle that's on there. See, technically I should go like this, and then go like this, and they're swimming, you know, and that paddle goes like this in the water, you know. Or would you rather me go like this like I was doing, you know? That way you can barely see my face, you see? I think it's better this way because then you see less of my face. Give me a big old thumbs up if you want to see less of my face. Y'all, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Any left?
No.
No, not today?
Not even a bite yet today.
Did you hook in anything yesterday?
Nope, I had like 5 bites yesterday, but I'm live streaming right now.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
So I'm like, oh. And then you sneak up behind me. I'm like, oh.
Probably who are you talking to?
Well, the local game warden or state officer came.
So they believe you. State police.
Yeah, stopped by to say hi and probably check my license again.
No, I already checked it yesterday.
Even though he checked it yesterday. Nope, it's been that slow for whatever reason.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you. You have a good day. He kind of caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting him to be there. Yeah, that's true. You're probably right. You know. Yeah, I kind of got caught by surprise because I wasn't expecting the state trooper to be there. I'm sorry about that. He checked me yesterday for my license, and today I guess decided to stop by and say hi and check to see if I caught one today. So it's always good to know that they're out doing their job. They're not out harassing fishermen, but they're doing their job. You know, it's always good when, you know, they're out doing their job, doing what they're supposed to be doing to protect the species and to take care of us. Yep. Yeah. Doing their job, what can you say? Give a big old shout out to them, y'all. for doing their job. Yeah, it does help with preservation. Taylor, the fly guy, huh? You fly fish? That's awesome. I love fly fishing. You don't see a lot of it, but you see some of it on my channel. That's true, Ron. Always watching. Always watching. Oh, that's snow off of Monsters Inc. I can't get enough of it. Anytime somebody says watching, I got to put that little talk in there. Yeah, big old thumbs up. As you can tell, the wife's joined us again today. Hi, wife. How you doing today? It's always nice to see that she's watching me, making sure I'm not getting into trouble. You know, that's like the third time this year I've been checked and it's only February. That's the first time I've been checked. Well, first time somebody one stopped during a live stream. Wife says she's Gucci. Cool. See, I still want to learn how to catch the stillhead off the Columbia River too, because I think that would be fun. Even though it's a much bigger body of water than what I'm used to fishing for stillhead, I think it would be fun to catch a stillhead off the Columbia River. I have tried, but I've not had any success doing it. Monster Import, y'all. Always got one of these almost every day of the week. I need to stop drinking so many of these things. It's breaking the bank. Not really, but you know. Those things, they get expensive if you're drinking them every day. But they're delicious and they're sweet. What can I say? Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. I'll let her answer that question. It was a cat print shirt, but I don't know if it was Gucci or not. She can answer if it was Gucci or not. That was nice of her to stop by and be on the live stream for a second yesterday. I did post that, so if you guys want to go back and look at the live stream and see what my wife looks like, y'all can always go check that out. I don't know the price of Gucci because I don't keep track of Gucci prices. So if she says it's too expensive and can't afford it, it's probably too expensive and can't afford it. Yeah, it is tough steelhead fishing on the Columbia River. I mean, unless you know somebody who does it all the time and has it dialed in, like when I do it by myself. I'm here trying to figure it out. And so most of my fishing adventures are just me going out trying to catch a fish, trying to figure out how to. Once in a while, I'll have like a friend or somebody who knows different places and knows what they're doing and stuff. Doesn't mean I'm going to catch fish though, but it gives me some idea. So, yeah, that steelhead fishing on the Columbia River definitely is. Yeah, that would be right, Dave. Gucci would be like the G Loomis of fishing. Way more than you can afford. But you know, people still buy it. So people still buy it. So yeah, so maybe someday I'll get to spend more time fishing and learning more ways to catch the fish and stuff like that. And you know, hopefully, you know, things pan out on YouTube to where I can do these things, you know, for you guys. And like maybe someday I'll get to go out and spend 4 or 5 days fishing for one fish and say, oh yeah, I went out and caught a fish, you know, and then be able to put out content. But basically, I get 1 day a week at this point, just because the river's closed and everything else is too far to drive during the day before work. So basically what I do, I get 1 day a week until the river opens up. Then I can start fishing every other day or every day, whatever I choose to do, because it's so close to the house. It's only 10 minutes away from the house. Technically, it's about 12 minutes away from the house, but I'm going to say 10 minutes. So, you know, hopefully I'm going to do a lot more fly fishing on the Deschutes River this year. A lot more live streaming during the week for you guys, and better learn how to fly fish for the trout and stuff on the Deschutes River. Although I've caught plenty of fish in the past fly fishing, I don't know a lot of the names of the flies and stuff that I use. I just get what I know works that I've used in the past. So definitely want to up my game when it comes to fly fishing on the river. Of course, if I had a travel permit, I would be able to go to Lake Semtuscus, which is about 15 minutes away from the house. But I have to have a travel permit to go there. Yeah, I don't know if that's how it's going to work. I really don't. It's been that slow for yesterday and today, so I don't know that that's going to work, Ron. I think you might be better off just staying and watching the live stream than going shopping. Save you a little bit of money anyways. But anywho, Ron, you be safe today and take care. There's definitely a lot of different species of fish on the Columbia River I haven't caught yet. So, but there's a lot of species I've caught on the Columbia River. I've caught salmon, I've caught trout, I've caught bass, I've caught sturgeon, caught pike minnow. I don't know if I've ever caught a sucker. I've caught shad. So yeah, I've caught a few different species on the Columbia River. Are you guys looking forward to the work week, or are you guys working throughout the weekend? I wasn't catching fish before you got to the watching it. I'm hoping I'm going to catch at least one fish. Doesn't mean I will. So, Ron, you're just too much sometimes, man. Just too much. Hopefully we're going to catch something, though. Local TV. You're funny. You're just too funny, you know that? You know, the people watching my channel are more entertaining than I am. You know, it really makes these slow live streams much better. Working on the computer, huh? Hi, how you doing? Gman Fishing. Yeah, working on a computer and watching YouTube. Hey, that goes hand in hand, right? Do you got like the double screen going on? You got one right here and one right here. Working on one and watching YouTube on the other one. You're going and watching. There are some people who actually have 3 computer monitors going at one time. It's like, how do you concentrate on 3 computer monitors at one time? Yeah, it is a great Sunday morning. It is a great Sunday morning. I have to agree with you on that. I'm telling you. Sunday, Sunday. That's my fun day. Choo choo train across the river. Boy, it's really starting to rain out here right now. That's okay though. I got the, see what I do with the rain protector? I put it over the chair. It's still wet though. Can't sit down. Oh well. Life goes on. Come on, one fish. We're asking for one fish at this moment. Been fishing this will be the second day fishing no fish if we don't get one. That'll be a hard skunk if you ask me. A hard skunk. I think I'm just going to crank her in and throw her back out there. I mean, I'm almost to the dock anyways with it. And that's my setup. Got some Squidward fancy pants. If you guys watch SpongeBob any, some Squidward fancy pants. And a 6-ounce weight. And just throwing her out there and letting her chill. Moving it every so often to improve my chances of maybe catching a fish, maybe not. Who knows? Threw it in a different spot this time because you don't want to hit the same spot every time. It's pretty deep out there. All right, back to fishing. Fishing and raining and loving every day. I don't know how waterproof my sound system is for that, so I took it out. The phone is pretty good about being water resistant, so less worried about that. More worried about the other gear. It is definitely raining, y'all. Definitely raining. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Sunday morning on the Columbia River. Even though we're not catching a whole lot of nothing, I'm still happy that you guys decided to join me today. I've got 3 watchers. No, I need more than that. Come on now. I'm happy to have 3, but I want 6, I guess. Normally on Sundays I'd be going to church instead of fishing. Be spending time with the family instead of fishing. But because I'm away from where I live, that's why I decided to fish on Sunday instead of go to church. Now I got 1 watcher. Man, oh man. Fish need to start biting so people start watching the channel. Yeah, that's fishing for you though. You never know what you're gonna get, when you're out fishing, so pretty much take what you get. How many of you guys have actually went sturgeon fishing? Yeah, it's raining pretty good out here. I mean, I don't think it's raining like super hard, but it's definitely raining pretty good out here too. So, but you know what? I'm fishing. I'm enjoying my day. Uh-oh. Sounded like somebody shooting a gun over there across the way on the Washington side. I just heard a couple big old bangs. I don't know if it's actual gunshots or not, but you never know. See, yesterday we were way up there fishing. Today we decided to move to a different area. I mean, not really that far away from where we were fishing yesterday, but a different area. See, if I would have known that it was open to catch and keep, and I would have went to a different part of the river yesterday, but I didn't find out until late in the day that they were actually allowing you to keep them to eat them. So it is what it is. I would have probably traveled the extra 45 minutes to go fish for them in that pool, because this pool is closed to keeping them. So if I would have known it was going to be open for keeping yesterday, it's closed today, but if I would have known it was going to be open yesterday, I would have went over there. Yeah. Well, yesterday I started out fishing for pike minnow for bait, because usually I like to have fresh bait, squid, and wow, that was a big boom. I don't know how well you guys can see that over there, but right over there where that smoke's coming from, that's where the booms are coming from. There was no smoke from over there until I heard that great big old boom. After I heard that great big old boom, I look up and there's smoke everywhere. Now they might have set up something that explodes, exploding target or something, maybe. I really don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. Oh, that's why that's looking like that, because I'm still zoomed in. That is crazy though. I'm over here trying to catch a fish, and here I'm thinking somebody's shooting across the way. Got my heart pumping a little bit. Anywho, I was saying something, but I don't remember what. Oh yeah, that's right. Um, yeah, yesterday I was using worms to try to catch a pike minnow or something I could use for fresh cut bait, because we can't use live bait, but we can use fresh cut bait for sturgeon. And generally, because I had my buddy with me yesterday. Yeah, the old school way with dynamite. There you go. There you go. Just floats up to top, scoop them up, dinner. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I had those out. I had it out yesterday, but I wouldn't have no luck fishing for them either. So I decided today I would just bring out the rods for sturgeon fishing, and brought two of them just in case if one failed me, I'd have a backup plan. You know. But I need to change the line on that backup plan one, because it's looking pretty shredded. Well, it's already been 10 minutes since I recast it out there. Take a few cranks on it, move it a little bit, and let it set. Worst that could happen is we keep on catching a whole lot of nothing. But I have a feeling that doing that one of these times we're going to reel it in front of one, and one's going to want to eat it, and we're going to get a fish on. I mean, that's basically the purpose of not reeling it in and relocating it. You know, it's just to reel it in a few cranks, and that relocates it for you without having to reel it all the way on, cast it back out there. If you just take a couple cranks down on the reel, you can move it 3 to 5 feet, whatever. Maybe hit a hole that they're in and keep on fishing. Now, if you're bait fishing for trout, catfish, any fish, and you're throwing out there, to increase those chances of catching fish, more fish, don't just crank it all the way in. I think I probably already mentioned this. I'm certain I already mentioned that today. Just take a few cranks on it, move it, let it set. Increases, and somebody said that increases your chances of getting hung up. You do, but it also increases your chances of getting bit by not reeling it in and relocating it or throwing it in the same spot where you're not getting bites anyways. I just want you guys to know that you don't have to reel it in, throw it back out there. Yeah, you're probably gonna get hung up more, probably gonna lose more gear, but you're gonna also increase your chances of getting bit by doing that. I just want you guys to catch more fish. That's why I say to do it the way I'm doing it. See, now look, the fog's moved back in. Fog's moved back in. You can't even see where that blast was at. Come on, fish. I know you're out there. I know you're out there. A little bit chillier. The wind's starting to pick up now. But they say if you're fishing on the Columbia River, you should expect high winds. So that doesn't surprise me nothing. But it's not really that high winds yet. So I don't want it to get to be like these 80-mile-an-hour gusts, you know. That's not fun. Because then you can barely stand in a spot and fish. It's definitely been wet. Yesterday, towards dark, it started downpouring. I got soaked yesterday. Yeah, I think they're definitely shooting guns over there, because what else would they be shooting? I haven't seen any more explosions though, so maybe they only had the one exploding target to shoot. Can you guys actually hear that through the phone? Through the speaker? Let me know if you guys can hear that. Crazy. Wow, we've been live streaming for an hour now, and you guys still want to watch? Thank you guys, that's dedication. I know I'm boring. Yes, sir. Wow. 16 likes and I'm so boring. Nice. That makes me happy to see that I'm getting these likes and stuff. Glad you guys decided to join us on a very slow, rainy, chilly Sunday morning of fishing and not catching. Maybe when we go sturgeon fishing and it's slow like this, we'll call them no catch 'em fishing instead of Gman fishing. Would that make you guys happy? Cartoon fishing? I wish I could do some cartoon fishing. Then I might actually catch a fish at this time. At this point, you know, you guys make it worthwhile. You guys decided to join me on your busy day or not so busy day, whichever be the case. Just thankful that people want to watch this kind of content. I mean, really, it is just me rambling on and you guys having questions that I love getting questions and comments from you guys. That makes live streaming so much more enjoyable for me because I'm interacting with you guys. I mean, it's fun. It's nice. Hey, Josh, what's up? Well, cartoon fishing, I think, is a little bit different than that. What they do is they swim up to you after you throw your line out there, okay, and you set the hook right. Instead of taking the hook, they got the sinker in their mouth, right? And they come up and they're like, they spit it at you and hit you in the face, and they're like, and then they go bloop, and then they go back in. And then you throw it back out there again, get another bite. This time you're like, all right, I really got him this time. Comes up, jumps, throws the sinker and starts smacking you with the tail in the face, and then they go back in and go, just like that, you know. That's cartoon fishing for you. Now that would be something. I've been fish slapped before. I have. It does happen. It really does happen. Oh, you can't hear the shots? Well, I can definitely hear them. Did you guys hear the explosion when that happened with the smoke? But yeah, cartoon fishing, that'd be something though. Did you guys ever see that movie with Don Knotts where he turned, I think he turned into a goldfish or something, and then I don't know if he turned into a goldfish or something, but anyways, it was a movie / cartoon. It was pretty cool for its time. I mean, if you guys know who Don Knotts is, he's like an old school funny guy, you know, comedian. Andy Griffith Show, Three's Company, Apple Dumpling Gang. Yeah, he was a pretty funny guy. You guys should go check out Don Knotts. I mean, he's gone now, but you know, the dude was hilarious. Really was hilarious. I mean, when I introduced him to my daughters, they're like, who's Don Knotts? So I went out and bought him a set of Don Knotts movies, gave it to him, and they're like, oh, Dad, he's really funny. That's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, just because it's old don't mean it can't be funny. Yeah, that's what it's called, yeah. Yep, that's it. I'm glad you remembered that. Yeah, that's Barney 5. Yep. Had them really nice sunglasses, you know, with the mirror on it, mirror reflections on the outside. Yeah. Don Knotts. Good old Don Knotts. Yes, sir. He was the turkey in he also played the turkey, the mayor, the turkey in Chicken Little, where the Chicken Little ran around and said, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And then that little orange alien dude sneezed and his hair went all and it was all fluffy and cute as could be. I don't know if you guys ever seen that one, but that one was a funny one. Chicken Little. You guys should check that movie out too. You'll see Don Knotts as the mayor, and he's a turkey. I think that might have been his last film before he passed away. But Don Knotts, he's a classic. See what happens when you talk about cartoon fishing? You get so much good stuff out of it. I'm smiling and laughing about the whole situation. That's good stuff right there. Entertainment. So today you guys have seen me dance. If you guys watched the beginning of the show when somebody asked me to dance. Yeah, Ralph Farley and Tree Company, yep. So yeah, I'm just enjoying myself. You guys, yeah. I really want to catch fish, but hey, I'm enjoying myself. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves too. The Columbia River is a blast for sure. Hey, it's slowed down on the rain a little bit, anyways. I might be hung up. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's rained a lot today and yesterday. But hey, it's got better though. I mean, it's slowed down a little bit. Yeah. Were you sturgeon fishing up there? Because that pool was open for catch and release, or catch and keep. Were you sturgeon fishing for a keeper yesterday? Yeah, I mean, I may end up getting a cold from this fishing trip, but I ain't gonna complain none. I'm having a good time interacting with you guys. You guys make it worthwhile. I mean, you guys are such a blast to interact with. I don't know why more people don't live stream. I mean, I've met some really cool YouTubers, but they don't live stream. That I've heard probably. I mean, they're still shooting over there. I'm starting to wonder if one of them bullets are going to come over my way. David, did you go fishing off a dock yesterday too? I'm fishing off of a dock today. I wasn't yesterday. Yesterday I was fishing a little bit further down. Yeah, some days are just that way when it comes to fishing. You know, yeah, fishing is fishing. Some days are good, some days are bad, some days are just all right. Today is just an awesome day of interacting with you guys. You guys are totally making this day worthwhile, without a doubt. Making me laugh and have a good time. Yesterday was a good day too. I had Alex and Bella here with me, and they fished and had a good time, even though they didn't catch nothing. You know, but yesterday we had at least 5 bites. Today we haven't had anything so far. But you know, that's fishing sometimes. I definitely want to do some walleye fishing on the Columbia River though. I've said that a few times, but I definitely want to do that. You know, walleyes are a cool fish to look at. I don't care much for eating them. I'm not opposed to eating them, but oh, got you. got you. Yeah. Yes, sir. I agree with you. Yeah, I'm sturgeon fishing right now. I'm down here in the Dalles. I'm fishing by the under the overpass on what is it? I don't even know what I-84. Yeah. I don't know if you know where the I-84 overpass is, but that's where I'm fishing here in the Dalles. This is where all them big old cruise liner ships come and park and let the cruise ship people get off and go shopping or do whatever it is they're going to do in the Dalles before they take off to their next destination. So yeah, I'm here in the Dalles. Yes, definitely here. Enjoying my day, enjoying my time, interacting with you nice folks. Yeah. See, I come all the way from Warm Springs to fish. That's kind of the reason why when I come out, I like to stay the night and get 2 days of fishing. I mean, it was what, a 2-hour drive? So it's not really that long of a drive, but I just don't want to, like if I have a slow day like today, I want to maximize my opportunities by fishing it another day. See what I'm saying? A couple years ago, me and Bug came out for a couple of days. We started out at the John Day. We fished up there for a couple of days. We caught some shad because she wanted to catch an oversized sturgeon because she thought it would be the coolest thing in the world. So we went up there. We caught a bunch of bass and some shad. We put out videos from that, so you guys can always go back and look at that footage if you guys like. And we fished there for sturgeon in the John Day pool. We fished for sturgeon, we fished for shad, and we fished for walleye. We didn't get no walleye, and we fished for bass. And then, so because we weren't catching no sturgeon in that pool, we moved to a couple other spots I know, and we didn't catch anything. And we landed up fishing here, and this is where Bug caught her oversized sturgeon. And after 5 minutes, her arms wore out. I'm like, come on, you wanted to catch an oversized sturgeon. Here you are. And you're wimping out on me. But, I don't blame her. She didn't know what she was in for because she'd caught a bunch of smaller sturgeon in her lifetime. And she finally caught an oversized sturgeon. Not even 5 minutes into the battle, she's like, take the rod, Dad. Weirdo. Yeah, well. I can be a weirdo. I'm a weirdo that's fishing and enjoying life. Well, I mean, I don't know of too many ponds in Central Oregon. I hear they got some along the Columbia River someplace. I don't know where. Like in Central Oregon, where I'm at, like Ben's got a couple ponds I fished. One's the Pine Nursery Farm. A couple other ponds, but I don't remember what they're called because I only fished them once. So, but I do mostly lake and river fishing, or reservoir fishing, I guess. So like Haystack, Prineville Reservoir, Ochoco Reservoir. To me, Walton Lake isn't really a lake; it's more of a pond, but they call it a lake. So, and then there's Lake Sentuscus. Not too many ponds though. But yeah, I am sturgeon fishing right now. For how much longer? I'll probably only fish until about 12 or 1 today, and then go back home. I would like to know where more ponds are, but I guess I could get a map or just Google some ponds, I guess. Yeah. Traffic can be a pain. Rain conditions and fog definitely, and the high beams definitely can be hard. Yeah, I've caught a lot of sturgeon over the times when I've fished. How long have I been a Chiefs fan? I was born into Chiefs fandom. I was born in Missouri. My dad was a Chiefs fan. He wasn't like a diehard Chiefs fan. He pretty much was like, he had like several teams that he liked, but he was never dedicated to just one. But he rooted for the Chiefs just, I think, mainly because they were from Missouri. So yeah, I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life. I'm from Missouri, so I just thought, well, if they're good enough for Dad, they're good enough for me. So there we go. But yeah, sturgeon fishing can be a lot of fun, and you can have a lot of success at it. For whatever reason, yesterday and today it's just been slow. I don't know if it's the weather causing them not to bite. I don't know. I don't live over here, so I don't get to fish for them a lot. I get to fish for them maybe two times a year, maybe. Most of the time it's once, and if I have enough luck during that one time of fishing for them, then generally I don't need to come back over and make another video. But there have been times where we catch 20, 30 of them in a day. I don't know where Mayfield Pond is. I've never even heard of it. Where's that at? Might I ask? There we go. We got our snag up for the day. See if we can't get it unsnagged. I don't know if we'll get it unsnagged. That's one of the sides of the fishing, the way I'm fishing right now. And when you're fishing the way that I'm fishing is, you get snagged up like that, it can be very, very hard to get it unsnagged. A lot of times you just have to break the line, but we'll let it sit out there a ways. Oh yeah, I don't know Alpha area really. Yeah, that's not really an area I know too much. I've been through there like maybe twice, but they got some good fishing in that pond. I think we're just gonna let that sit there a little while and see if a fish, or see if we can't get it unsnagged, and hopefully a fish come along and decide to eat it and unsnag us. That'd be nice if a fish unsnagged us. Oh yeah? What kind of fish is it? Is it trout? Is it bluegill? Crappie? I know Pine Nursery Pond and Bend, they stock it with some of them big brood trout, trophy trout. So you can catch some big fish out of there, and once in a while they stock it with some big bass too. I fished it twice, I think. Yeah, a small pond without a lot of food in it generally causes the fish not to grow very big at all. Um, that unfortunately is part of some of the problems with small bodies of water is not enough fish, or not enough food to sustain the ability to grow bigger fish is what happens. So yeah, I can see a small pond having mostly just small fish in it. Um, Prineville Reservoir has some good sized crappie in it and some good sized bass. Uh, Lake Billy Chinook has some good sized bluegill in it, and of course they got the Dolly Varden fish. A lot of people like to go chase Dolly Vardens around in there. Yeah, I have a 6 weight fly rod, so I like using my 6 weight fly rod. I do a lot of fly fishing in like Prineville Reservoir for trout off on the fly and crappie. Ochoco Reservoir, I like to catch the trout out of Ochoco Reservoir on a fly. I like to catch the bluegills out of Lake Billy on a fly rod. So yeah, I mean, 8 rod will get things done. Um, it's a good fly rod, especially if you're like throwing 3 flies at a time. It makes it kind of easier to fling them out there when you got a heavier rod. But yeah, generally an 8 weight's probably overdoing it for lake fishing. But unless you just got like some massive fish in the lake, because I mean people do fly fish Lake Billy for the um, Dolly Vardens with the fly rod. So, but yeah, there's a lot of good fly fishing in Central Oregon. Like the Deschutes has a really great fly fishing. Crooked River is really good. The Metolius River. Um, but yeah, definitely a lot of good places to fly fish for sure. And the rain's picked up again, y'all. It's definitely decided to pick up. Um, but yeah, so what it's going to boil down to is, do you like what it's going to boil down to with you when it comes to fly fishing? Do you like your fly rod? Do you use it enough to be good with it and efficient enough to cast things with it? Like, because I've used the cheapest of the cheapest fly rods and done really well with them. You don't have to have an expensive rod to do well, but after you've used so many cheap ones, you decide to finally try something that's a little more expensive. That's what happened with me. I probably broke 5 or 6 cheap ones, and then finally just decided to buy a little more expensive one. So, I'm not going to recommend you spend $300 on a fly rod, but the chances of you getting a fly rod that's guaranteed for life, if you spend $300 on it, or increases. So realistically, if you break that fly rod, a lot of times you can just send it back to manufacturers. They'll replace the parts you need, and then you'll have another then your fly rod will be back to being able to be being used. So, I mean, sometimes it's good to spend a little bit more money. Sometimes it's not. I don't. I mean, look, I've got fishing reels that are $200+ reels. I don't recommend people buying unless they're using them all the time. But they're not guaranteed for life. They usually only got a 1-year warranty on them. So, but like me, I use all my gear a lot. And so, to me, it's worth spending a little bit more money on them. Maybe they'll last longer. Like, I've got 2 Shimanos I've had for 12 years, and I've beat them up. I've used them a lot. I'm still catching fish off of them. So, yeah, I mean, some things are worth spending a little bit more money on. But if you're only fishing a couple days a year, maybe 2 or 3 days a year, or once a month or whatever, which if you do it once a month, that's averaging 12 days a year, it probably isn't worth your time to spend that kind of money. But like me, I fish every Saturday, and then like if the river's open, I'll fish 2 or 3 days a week after work or before work, whichever be the case. So to me, spending a little bit more money makes sense. Chances of you tearing up a cheap reel on your first outing or your second outing is probably slim to none. I have tore up $150 reels though, fishing for steelhead in a 3-month span, when it should have probably lasted me, in my opinion, 5 years. But it didn't. It only lasted me not even with 3 months of steelhead fishing. So, I mean, I'm just going to give you the advice that I feel like, because of my experience. I usually don't give out the names of these products that just don't work for me. Just because I want people to go out there, try them, and form their own opinion on them. I mean, yeah, I could say that, but I don't want to seem like I'm bad-mouthing the product. Because I'm sure that other people have used the exact same product that I've used, but probably for a different reason, and not had the problems I've had. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Come on, fish. I have to clean off the phone so I can read the comment. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sometimes they do break. Yeah, nothing yet. It's been slow. Caleb, nice of you to join us. And we're going to take that boat out, man. We need to take it out and go fishing. You should be sturgeon fishing today. How come you're not? I mean, yeah, slow, but at least you would have been here fishing instead of... I don't know. You might be doing something productive today. I don't know. I don't know your schedule. But, yeah, breaking rods happen. And you don't have to go with the most expensive rods either. Those Akumas, man, they're a good rod. They last a while, and sometimes you do break them by mistake, So, I mean, I've broken plenty of rods by mistake. It happens. I've broken rods catching a fish before. It just happens, But. Yeah. Well, get her going, and yeah, church day, yeah. Normally that's part of the reason why I don't fish on Sundays is church day, and I just like to spend time with my wife on Sundays. And So normally that's why I don't fish on Sundays. But today's one of those occasions, you know. The wife's here with me, but she's not fishing. She's probably shopping right now, I would imagine. Getting stuff before we head back to Springs. So, because we will be heading back to Springs here in maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe longer. Oh, well, happy birthday to her then. Yeah, that's a good reason not to go fishing and celebrating your mom's birthday. That's a good reason for not going fishing. I completely understand that. So. Yeah, the boat's well worth it. I imagine we can catch a lot of fish off of that boat once you get it up and running. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. I think it's dancing in the rain, but I don't dance really, so I'm just kind of like dancing like that and then singing, you know. And I'm not really singing, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's been a slow 2 days of fishing, Caleb. Unfortunately, that does happen sometimes. Yeah, let's do it, man. Get that boat out there on that reservoir. Let's go catch some bass and some trout and some crappies and everything else that goes with it, right? Y'all, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining me on this rainy day. You know, I'm fishing for you guys. I'm fishing for myself, but I'm also fishing for you guys because I like to put out content for you. You just let me know when we can go out there, and I'll meet you out there. I'm hoping to go do some wiper fishing here real quick. Nice. Live wells are good because you can put them in a live well, kiss them, and then release them later. Two live wells, huh? Nice. Wipers. I want to go catch some wipers. Wiper fishing. I'm hoping to do that real soon. Sounds like a blast. Oh, there's the wife's car right there. She must be saying it's time to go. All right, man. Cool. You do that, man. Go get some fish off that boat. Haha. That'll be fun. Do you got one of them fancy fish finders too? We can plug up and say, hey, there's the fish, and just drop a line to them. Yep, we still hung up. But bait's still in the water, so we still got a chance of catching one as long as the bait's in the water. Hopefully a fish come along, hit it, and get us unhung. That's weird. It just bounced like maybe it was a raindrop hitting. I don't know. Sometimes them little fish, they'll eat it and they'll bury themselves underneath the rock, and then you'll think that you're hung up, and you go to pull it to break it off, and then all of a sudden you're reeling in a fish. I've had that happen to me several times. several times over the years. But thank you guys for joining us today. We appreciate that. For sure, for sure. So, y'all, looks like the wife's waiting for me. She's probably watching the live stream even. But, yeah. We'll go ahead and pull this one in and see if we can pull a fish out from underneath the rock. And maybe we'll get a fish in. Maybe we won't. Even if we have to just break it off, that's fine too. But I know she's up there waiting. She's probably not in too big of a hurry to go, but you never know. So we'll go ahead and pull it in and see if we can't get it unhung. And if not, we'll just break her off and yep. Not connected, huh? Let's see if we can't get this thing to where we can. Boy, oh boy. You want to talk about hard time business? Heavy duty line. Thank you, I appreciate that. I agree with you. It is another great live stream. I appreciate you guys joining us, you know. It means a lot. Now we're coming. I don't know if we got anything back or not, but we broke off something. I feel like it might be just the weight that we broke off. But it could be everything, for all I know. Yeah, I think it is everything, yeah. Must have been the hook that got hung up. But anywho. All right, well, I think I am going to get off here. Thank you. That's the pin reel I had. Well, this one I haven't had as long, but I've had this one for I think 15 years, and the other one I've had about 20 some years. So yeah, I've been using these two reels for quite a while. But anywho, I've spent a lot of time fishing this weekend to no luck, but hey, you know, that's fishing sometimes. But you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here so I can get ready to, so I can get back home, relax a little bit, do some laundry, get ready for work week, stuff like that kind of thing. So y'all, till next time, remember to catch, kiss, and release the fish once in a while. It ensures that we have a future fishery for all. And if you guys don't want to kiss them, I understand, just let them go. But preferably that you kiss them, show them a little love, you know. Of course, that might be a little weird for you. It's not for me. I love fish, you know. But anyways, till next time, this is Gman Fishing. We'll catch you guys on the next live stream and video. So I'm going to put out a video, even though I didn't catch nothing. I'll show you how to rig up and what I was doing, maybe, if you're lucky. And the different baits we're using. So, till then, we'll see you guys. And you guys have a good day. And enjoy the rain while it's raining. Y'all, we're out.